So today we're going to have a walk around my local park. It's called the Tarn. Well, actually the little lake is called the Tarn, but it's just a stone's throw away from where Peter and I live. Unfortunately, we live in a flat, so we have no garden. The reason for doing this is to help us to see in nature the things that we can often take for granted. As you can see from this angle, the sky is blue because it is reflected in the water. You'll also notice that I'm not alone in the park, so you may get some noise from other people talking. I hope you can hear the birds singing or the Canada geese honking away as they do. But let's start and walk. One of the first things I notice is the different colours of green. It's quite easy to notice the flowers that are exceptionally beautiful at this time, but also the different colour greens. I wonder how often we have walked past a tree or a bush and not recognise the beauty of the green, because we have been so overcome by the beauty like this of the purple. But even with these rhododendrons, when we look carefully, we can see that they actually aren't all purple. There's some orange in there too. How often do we take a moment to just look at flowers and how beautiful they are, and wonder what it is that God wanted to express with these beautiful flowers? Perhaps it was just joy. Of course, we know that there is a natural reason for the flowers to be the way they are, to attract bees and insects to pollinate. But there is no way of getting around it. They are very beautiful, and we can be very good at taking them for granted. Around this bend in the path is the part of the park that I like the most. It's cool in the summer, which is an advantage because I don't like heat. But it also feels very secluded. And here you can see look at this fellow gobbling up the seeds that I've just put down. This is a Canada goose. In many ways quite a plain looking bird because it's predominantly brown. But just look at how those brown feathers are all different colours, all mottled colours along its back. This is my favourite place to sit. And I think our friends know it too, and know that I usually bring a snack. Look at the purple, bright pinky purple of their feet. How marvellously they're designed to be able to swim through water. Beautiful orange beaks. Once again, not very brightly coloured in their feathers, but beautiful nonetheless. think this one is my special friend. He always knows that I'll bring him some seed. More friends coming along. Oh, he's not very happy. Oh, he's happy now. With a final shake of my bag of seeds to my little quiet friend who always sits behind the bench. And I like to sit here, perhaps feeding the birds, but enjoying nature. I like to look at the bark of trees. So easy to overlook this part of a plant. Because it's just brown, a bit gnarly, but it has its own beauty, and in that beauty, of course, is its reason for being. That it holds up the wonderful branches that then cascade down towards the water. Perhaps you've never thought about tree bark as being beautiful. So we come to our friends that are in the park. We are very fortunate to have some grey-legged geese who don't mind me too much today. These are having a snooze on the warm ground. It's interesting too to notice what's below by our feet. The blossom that has come off of the trees. We notice that there are leaves and little plants growing here too. As you can see, we have an island in the middle of the park where the branches of fallen trees have their own beauty and actually have their own usefulness to the birds who can use them as a place to rest, and often they get used for a place to nest too. And here we see once again the beauty of nature and the colour. It's just sitting there in southeast London. I think sometimes we forget how fortunate we are. You have another tree here, and we can see that it may have played host to perhaps some ivy or some other growing plant which has now died off. But all these spaces, all this intricate root work may well become a home for an insect or two. So we can see here some mallard ducks, quite common really, but if the light catches the male's green heads, it's truly magnificent. And look at this amazing selection of colours just in these leaves. How astonishing is that? It could be a bouquet all in of itself, without any flowers, just the leaves. And so we'll finish our walk together as we cross the short bridge that goes across part of the tarn. We have a crow flying across our path. Once again, a bird that is quite common and that we can take for granted. And of course the pigeons. Friend to some, foe to others. But even the pigeons, if the light catches their feathers at the right time, they too have this beautiful iridescent green that is there. I suppose it's all about taking the time and the opportunity to see these things. And of course that's what mindfulness is about. It's being mindful of what we are seeing or what we are doing. And so to finish our walk, hopefully you will enjoy seeing these little ones. There's something about chicks and little animals and little birds that however old we may be, make us smile. Something to see here is how the ripples go out in circles from the birds that are swimming. I'm not sure if you can pick it up on this recording, but it's very windy, so we can see and hear all the trees moving about in the wind. We wave goodbye to the tarn for now. And Lord, the earth really does sing of your beauty and your bounty to us. Thank you, and help us not to take it for granted.